Hello, good morning. Well, it's morning for me. I was watching something and I just had these thoughts. Well, I'm always having these thoughts. Um, just all the different things that have come up in my life. Oh, somebody's here. Oh, it's a Wawaskishi. And a baby. It's a mom and a baby. Oh my goodness. I, yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to show you. Kind of really hard to see in the brush there. I forgot to feed the crows. Um, I need to feed the crows. So that means I have to walk to the end of the driveway. My leg still hurts. That's why I haven't put food out yet. But the thought I had before I forget, before I completely move on to doing other things, is um, trying to be a good person and what that entails and how that worked in my life and how it just seem to doesn't seem to be useful. Um, I've really just taken on a lot of stuff that just are ways of coping that just were not good or healthy. Like I was heavily interested in all the ways to like make myself a better person and um, I think I realized that there was something wrong with me when I started going to school, and it's like that's pretty much what's been instilled is, there's you don't fit. Let's figure out how to fix you. And I think I started that with started looking for the solution in religion and just all different types of things that I've attached myself to, thinking my preferences were who I was and that I was gonna find a solution there, or it's just the thing that the reason this is coming up is because the kind of the latest stuff is the non-duality, spirituality, tarot, um, different things, and I've noticed um, that with, and the other thing is learning that there's other labels out there that kind of would apply to my situation or might, that I could identify with or maybe find a sense of comfort or a place to land. And it seems to make sense that I'm neurodivergent of some sort, whatever that means. Not so I that makes sense to me, because I think of neuro as the mind and diverge as breaking off from the the path. So that makes sense. And there's different symptoms that I have that are, I wanted to say concurrent, but I don't, that are, would describe these collection of symptoms. So it looks like this might fit the bill, and in my identification, not diagnosis, mind you, I'm not a doctor. I believe that there is a strong potential that I am an autist and I have concurrent ADHD, and other stuff, because like I've been kind of like I really can't comb my life, the things that pop up that then I could look at it with this new lens and see if it adds up. And I'm kind of getting the vibe from certain certain teachers, like air quotes, but, that if I sat in the feelings or whatever, worked with whatever feelings that come up around whatever situations, that once I did that, things would change and I would be a normal person. Like that just doesn't seem to be the case, because the thought that came up is, the mess that I'm sitting in, which is not really a mess that I'm sitting in. There's a few things around me, everything's not polished. I know polish. I know, like, cleaning, cleaning the floor, cleaning the cracks on the floor with a toothbrush. I have, since high school, had to clean. I had to clean the school that I attended because I was on a scholarship. And after I dropped out and got my GED, I went I joined the National Guard, but I did the all I did the training that the regular people do. I made it through. I made it through basic, advanced infantry, and mechanized infantry school. So that was the training was 15 weeks. I was there processing for another couple weeks. So like 17 weeks of putting on that hat of, like, you know, having this standard of clean. Maybe that wasn't enough. Maybe that didn't get drilled in enough, and maybe I need a lifetime of that. And then after that, after I have all those skills drilled into me, I can not be this way. Like, my brain will go back on the regular track with everyone else, and I'll be okay. I finally will have a solution to what's wrong with me. And I think that's bullshit, man. I think that's complete bullshit. I think the people who have no understanding what this is like, thinking like, these different things can be a superpower. I definitely enjoy being able to think freely and be able to see things from multiple perspectives, you know. But at the same time, there's a lot of struggle with this, and I don't know. I don't know. This wanting to be a good person has really just been a drag, man. And I think that's why I made that video the other day, is because it's like, at what point? Who says, are you gonna, is you gonna get like a check in the mail saying, or, you did it, or, Ed McMahon's gonna show up with this big check saying, like, you did all the hoops, you're now a good person, you can relax, and here's your nojito. Yeah. So that's my coffee thoughts. So after 47 years of trying to find a solution to what's wrong with me, I'm just finding out labels, and there's like, it seems to be that there's a framework that I need to work within, like I can't push my body too hard, or my mind too hard, or my spirit too hard, or, you know, I gotta stay within this limit. But if I don't try to push the limit and I fall back into something, then that's no good either. So it's kind of like, you know, I might be the weeble wobble, might get knocked down, but ultimately I think I have to have maybe just a little bit of a lean forward, you know, like lean into the wind, but still stay centered and grounded and just keep moving forward. That's all I figured out so far. Hopefully this is useful for somebody. Uh, oh, and the other thing I was thinking about was like the I don't know, like I used to be really obsessive about my appearance, my how I looked, and I always kept clean shaven, and my hair was, I had to be a certain length on the side and on the top, and like faded down, and I only had like a particular barber that I would see, and I'd have to get my hair cut like every 2 to 3 weeks because I couldn't stand when my hair touched my ear. Like really, like so like having stuff on my neck, this hair here is driving me crazy. So this hat kind of helps set a goal. Actually, this scarf is a replacement, and it's wonderful. I lost my other one. My wife got me this, so I can not freeze on these chilly August mornings. Like, it's ridiculous. Well, anyway, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Have a good day. Um, how much do thoughts weigh?